We are live and we're ready to break. So we're going to be doing a little 9-box baseball mixer here. 2018 Top Series 2 baseball is going to start things off. If you want one of the teams scrolling on the bottom of the screen, now is the time. Once I show the hit, wherever it comes out of that box, that's it. Got a 2018 Onyx Preferred Players Baseball. 2 2019 Diamond Kings first off the line boxes. And 5 boxes of 2019 Topps Tier 1. So I got a little special out there for the last 5 teams. Instead of doing the regular 10% discount. All right. What was once $430 would be $359.99. Now close it out. Just like stop in the name of whatever. So I ain't a Motown guy. So we're going to get this started. Again, a Top Series 2 baseball box. Series 2 had some cool stuff in it. Shohei Ohtani rookies. Angels. And also those 2 short prints, Gleyber Torres and who's that guy in the Braves? I don't remember. Ronald Acuna Jr. So Angels surprisingly still on the board here. And let's get this underway. So this is the one with the most cards in it. Once we're done with this box, we're already halfway done with the break pretty much, practically. Code card. So this is the 9-box Pick Your Team baseball mixer. Teams are still available, and we got a crazy deal for the final 5 teams. $359.99 is the cleanup price. So if somebody wants to get all the remaining teams, $359.99. Regularly $430. You can still get 3 teams and get the 10% discount, or you can still buy them individually. Any of that's okay. But if you want the whole shebang, $359.99. Nationals, Angels, A's, Cardinals, and Blue Jays. Some of the biggest high-risk, high-reward teams are still up on the board here, including them California Angels, or Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, or whatever you want to call them. I gotta say this, though. I am excited to be going to California for the first time this week. So hopefully I'll see lots of cool things. My one daughter asked me if I will see The Rock. I told her I really doubt that. But if I do, I'll tell him that she says hello. Oh, kids. So we'll be bringing you along with us, of course. So it'll be a little bit different tone for these next few days. It's going to be about having some fun and what would Cards, Jays, and Angels run? Let me take a look-see. So Cards are 55. Angels are 90, so that's 145. Right? And then the Jays are 125. So that's 270. So that'd be 243. I could do 230. Is that right? 125 plus 90 plus 55. No, I'm sorry. That's 270 minus 10%. Yeah, 243, 230. I'll do 230 on that. How's that sound? I was right the first time. So 230 for those three teams. All right. And the first hit is in my hands. All right, the first hit is in my hands. And it is for one of those 5 teams that was scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So it's Angels, Cardinals, and Blue Jays are now gone. Chad, you got them. Nationals and A's, the last 2 teams left. I'll do that pair for 150. All right, I'll do that last 2 teams. All right, the A's and the Nationals for an even 150. All right, so those are the last 2 teams left. So it's not going to take long. There's not too many feature cards in Series 2, but the ones that are pretty heavy. You got the short prints of Acuna and Torres. You have the first True Tops rookie of Shohei Ohtani. And if you are lucky enough to pull an autograph, there's a pretty heavy checklist. There's also some pretty decent subjects on the relic part, too. Got Aaron Hicks, who's going to be coming back with the Yankees after being injured in spring training. So maybe not a big money card, but got a pretty good contract. Sandy Koufax. Wouldn't it be nice to see something of his pop out? And Andrew Benintendi, Rookie Cup Future Stars, numbered 999 out of 2018. Speaking of 999, we have a bargain break that is mixed in with some football and some baseball. And guess how much it is for one team? All cards shipped, $9.99. Or we can do 3 teams for $25. And it's going to feature both football and baseball, as it is tied together by historic autographs, Hall of Fame inductees. Darryl Strawberry. Darryl. So, Josh Donaldson. And there's Darryl again. And Derek Jeter. Legends. And here's a short print. Roberto Clemente. So that should be a basic short print, as I believe the Legends were. So Roberto Clemente for the Pirates. And we're getting close to that first hit. Usually Series 2, they put the good pitchers in. Like we saw DeGrom, okay? And I think Clayton Kershaw's in this. Corey Kluber in this checklist. Mark Reynolds. It's going to be a little crazy this year, though, with some of the rookies that will probably end up in Series 2. Something to look forward to. Jose Altuve and blue border. So that is a parallel. And how about a little gold to start things on? The gold standard in Major League Baseball, as a matter of fact. Number 25 out of 50. Mike Trout. 25 out of 50. Mike Trout. It's not a bad start, right? And it is labeled game used memorabilia as well. So that's always a good thing. All right, so now we're really going to be ripping through these. We don't have any excuses here. Let's just get her done and get on to those first off the line boxes. So not a bad way to start the break. And you know what? Since that popped out so early, I'll give it a few more minutes. If anyone wants to grab either the A's or the Nationals, I'll leave them up there. If somebody wants to grab both, I'll just make it an even 150. But once we're done with this top series 2 box, then I'm just going to pull it. And they'll be mine, all mine. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. finally pulled the trigger and got that first home run. So got off to a little bit of a slow start. You know, I think that first home run had a lot of pressure behind it. What do you guys think? Do you think it takes him a little while longer to warm up? Or do you think he's going to blow it up in the next like couple weeks and have like 6 or 7 more to follow before the month is over? Well, Juan Soto is in Tier 1 and in the first on the line boxes. He didn't get his rookie card until update in the top series. This guy, though, did, and it's Shohei Ohtani, and he's right here ready to go. So Soto's an update. And I wish I had some free funds to buy those boxes when they were dipped for a little bit, but I didn't. I got there the Royals. Team card. They look like they're having some fun in that picture. And the award show. Joey Votto, 641 out of 2018. It didn't matter what the matchups were in the minor leagues, though. He was obliterating everybody. There's Blake Snell, Cy Young Award winner. Steven Strasburg. Cal Ripken Jr. Instant impact. You got Votto again. J.P. Crawford. Bird is the word. Yadier Molina. Yoenis Cespedes, which is Spanish for always has pulled hamstring. Charlie Blackmon, James Shields, I believe is Christopher's favorite pitcher ever. Noah Syndergaard. Ernie Banks. And, oh, it's a foil board. So, Tucker Barnhart. All right, halfway done with this box. So I do speak some Spanish as a second language, in case you were wondering, which is good because I'm going to be in Los Angeles. And if anybody has any recommendations on fun things to do near LAX, just let me know. Alright. Next stack. Got a couple of these packs up. So who is excited for Prism Baseball returning? It's kind of been around the last couple of years with Chronicles, but I said this when Chronicles first came out, and I reiterated it last year. I felt like Chronicles was being used as a way to look at sets that hadn't been produced in a while and see which ones people would want back. And I think that is probably what Panini was doing and probably helped them decide to bring back Prism Baseball. No, I just think that Panini wants boxes that deliver a good return on investment. Especially since my theory is that Panini holds on to stuff and helps drive the price up in the market, but don't tell anybody I said that. At least not this weekend. We got Addison Russell. No, it's not combating Bowman. It's not prospect driven. David, the price is right. Sam Dyson. And the Giants, like a Dyson vacuum, suck. 220 out of 2018. Good thing I'm not going to San Francisco after I just said that. And I'm feeling blue, dabba-dee, dabba-da. Eric Sogard, 34 out of 50. Giants not doing well, and surprisingly, Madison Bumgarner has been awful this year. And Bumgarner is always one of my favorite pitchers to watch. And with all the injuries and stuff the last couple of years, I was really hoping that he'd turn it back around and be an ace again. But it looks like he's going more the direction of Lincecum than anybody else. It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping someday the Mets would sign him. There are some people who'll feel that way, yeah. I'm not going to dispute that. I don't feel that way because I think they have great card designs, and I think they put a little more effort into their checklists, to be honest with you, as far as who's signing and whatnot. So, what am I in LA? So tomorrow I leave New York at around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I got 2 other connecting flights. So I'm going to go to Salt Lake and then to Sacramento. And then I'm going to be stuck in Sacramento until 6 in the morning And then around 7:30, I'll arrive at LAX, and I have to make the event in Beverly Hills at 12. So I think I left myself more than enough time to do that. I hope I left myself more than enough time to do that. Adam Duvall, 1387 out of 2018. AJ Minter. Yeah, I won't argue that, Christopher, at all. No, I won't argue that. I think they have been a little complacent lately. I think they need to up their game. They signed a few guys to exclusives. Like they just, Ichiro's retirement year, and they just kind of let him. They didn't re-up that exclusive, so now he's signing with Panini again. I don't know. Just seems like they could have driven it in a little further. Not far from Dodger Stadium either. Maybe I'll get to have a Dodger dog. Anyone got an extra ticket to a game? All right. Who knows if they're even home this week? But main thing is, big event with Panini, the rookie premiere. Going to have all of the top rookies in the NFL. Not necessarily the 40 that were drafted the highest, but just the guys who have that it factor. They get an invite there. So obviously we'll see, pretty much most of the top guys. But, a lot of times they don't necessarily invite the, I don't want to say boring positions, but, they want the headline guys. Steiner exclusives are not prohibited. When they sign these exclusive contracts, they are layered. So you can have the exclusive deal for autographs on memorabilia. Like TriStar has the exclusive for guys like Jose Altuve. They can't sign memorabilia for a company like Fanatics if they do that. But they can still sign cards. So it's, and there's probably other, sponsorship things that they're allowed to do and whatnot. But if they're signing at a show, TriStar's involved. Stuff like that. Hey, Davin, what's going on? Corey Seager. There's Scott Kingery, rookie. That's not a bad one. He's doing a rehab assignment right now in Lakewood, I think. We got a little Bryce baby. So we're doing a 9-box pick your team baseball mixer right now. And there's still 2 teams left. I'm about to pull them off once I'm done with this stack of cards here. Ah, there you go. Softball is always fun. So you got Matt Carpenter. Again, those last 2 teams, the Nationals at 95, the A's are 65. There's a nice little Victor Robles rookie. Is that a sign for the Nationals? So, yeah, they're scrolling. It's just 2 teams left. Nationals 95, A's 65, the pair for 150. Matt Olson. Jim Thome. Country Strong. Patrick Corbin. King Felix, who's on the injured list right now. Adam Duvall. Jose Ramirez. Got Phil Hughes. I thought he retired. He was awful. So those are the last two teams left. There's Franklin Barreto. And Chris Taylor, 134 out of 299. You'll take them both? You got it. So that officially sells it out. So there we go. Oh, I didn't have anything else in there. Oh, that's kind of cool. If you put one letter in there, it does that. All right. There we go. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to scroll the anniversary break. This is our next big push. All right. I would like that when I'm back home on Sunday, we're ripping this bad boy open. Mitch Garver. So Devin McCall sold us out on this break. Got Don Mattingly. And then our big anniversary break, scrolling at the bottom of your screen. You can check out the details as to what boxes are in the break on the Marc-Down Entertainment page. And that is the next big push, as well as Prism Baseball, which we'll be posting that info tomorrow. All right, so our first hit was this 25 out of 50 Mike Trout. So if you're going to get a relic in a Topps Hobby box, that's definitely one to get. So let's do a little first off the line action here. Again, there's exclusive parallels on both the hits for these first off the line boxes. And some decent names on the checklist too, so let's hope we hit one of them. All right, we opened these in a previous break. I was lucky enough to get a decent amount of them. And have not locked in any first off the line boxes since Honors. And just flying by. Oh my goodness, we got a good one here. Oh boy. That's what I want to see. Yeah, if anybody's thinking of getting any personals, I think I got some hot hands tonight. If you thought that relic was cool, wait till you see our first auto. So I said I couldn't figure out whether these were numbered to 10 or 20 or less. Well, this card doesn't help me figure it out because it's numbered 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. And it's a pretty badass hit. So I'm thinking with this break scrolling down here, there's going to be a lot of badass hits because there's 225 of them in total. Come on, one of them's got to be good, right? 225 hits. Oh, lordy. That was unexpected. This box is ridiculous. Oh. You know, it still boggles my mind. Why don't these fill up faster? I pull good stuff. And you're about to see a couple reasons why you should be getting in the breaks like these scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now. Whew, boy. I think we're going to be very happy with what we see here. I'll tell you that right now. So the relic isn't numbered to 5. It's numbered 3 out of 3. And it's pretty good. So let's do this. Let's show what the excitement is going to be about. And pull some good stuff out of Diamond Kings. First off the line, Pedro Martinez, Clayton Kershaw, Jake Bowers. You got George Brett. Let's see. We got Taylor Ward with a short print. Larry Walker, flashback. Back in the days when the National League had a Canadian team too. Ozzie Albies. Harry Heilman. So get ready for some fire coming out. Yusei Kikuchi. Kirby Puckett. There's only one other former Giant starter who was great before falling. I doubt that. I think there's been a few. Every team's got some. Okay. I will need pants for California. I don't think they're that open there. I probably will. Bryce Wilson. I'll probably bring pants and shorts. I don't know what the weather's going to be. Hey, Chad, what's the weather out in California right now? Or any other California guys in here? Matt Cain, yeah. He fell pretty hard, too.
Right now, it feels like you live in Seattle.
Yeah, totally. Caleb Ferguson, minus the hospital drama. Ronald Acuna, Gallery of Stars. I love these Gallery of Stars inserts. And what's even cooler is this Ronald Acuna. Mid-60s to 70s. Us too, but it's been like raining every day. And then we'll get days it's like dipping back into the 50s too. Hideki Matsui, Godzilla, artist proof. So there's one per box in Diamond Kings this year. Did a little differently. Used to be they were unnumbered but limited, and now not as much, I don't think. But it's limited to one per box, and then there's numbered versions too. I think there's 3 tiers to the artist proofs instead of just the one. Sunday and Tuesday, I won't be here, so that works out. Or I won't be there. Justin Verlander with the framed parallel. Tom Seaver. What's that? When they're supposed to get rain in California. I'll be back home on Sunday. Probably. And how's this for our first auto in the 9-box mixer? Numbered 1 out of 5. Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 out of 5. That's a pretty good start, would you not say?
I feel like Fish's eyes are going to be bigger. Are you almost done?
Kind of, yeah. And if that's not cool enough, wait till you see this relic. 3 out of 3. Now, a few years ago, we pulled the Shoeless Joe Jackson. That was like this card. And it was numbered 3 out of 3. So this year we're going to have a 3 out of 3 of former Pirates great Honus Wagner. So Acuna for the auto, Wagner for the relic. I told you they'd be good. Anybody who was disappointed after I said we got 2 really good hits here, then something wrong with you. We have not tasted the Rockies yet. But we just got a badass Pirate. And I don't mean Jack Sparrow. This is the baseball next. Standard tiebreaker rules apply. So pretty much, most likely this ball is going to go to whatever team this player's on. Oh, it's always good sign when there's a JSA thing. I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter, but usually it's a good sign. Yeah, we've hit this guy before, and we'll hit him again. Anyone know who this guy is? I'll give it about 30 seconds. So this prospect had a little bit of a down year last year, so this will be the year he's got to pick things back up a little bit and get the interest going again. But his stuff was white hot at one point a couple years ago when his cards were first bursting onto the scenes, and he had a good rookie ball campaign. And this is going to go, it's Heliot Ramos, which should be going to the Giants, unless there's been a recent trade I don't know about. I don't know. Let me, I'll figure it out. I need reminders on singles sometimes, because I'll forget. So Heliot Ramos gets the baseball. All right. So this will be the last box with any significant amount of cards in it. It's still a relatively quick one. And then it'll be all killer, no filler the rest of the way with 5 boxes of Tier 1. That's 3, sometimes a 4th hit per box. I wonder if Noah Fant's going to be at the rookie premiere. Is there like a list printed out of all the guys that are invited already? Or do they keep it a surprise until the event? Never really looked at that stuff before. I don't even know if they do any like public events or anything like that. I know the 2 things that I'm going to were by invitation. So I'm going to be learning right along this. Oh, that is so cool. This one's numbered to 10. And that's the only hint I'm going to give you. Man, we were pulling some nice hits out of this. Some of those teams that get picked up right at the very end get some very nice stuff. So don't wait until it becomes the very end. Get those teams now. All right, we're scrolling the 5th anniversary baseball break at the bottom of the screen here. Again, it's a laundry list of boxes. We got a Dynasty box in there. We got a case of Tribute. All right, all kinds of cool stuff. Diamondbacks, 75. Braves, 475. Orioles, 225. White Sox, 250. Nationals, 200. Rockies, 125. Angels, 595. Dodgers, 250. Marlins, 155. Mets, 275. A's, 165. Padres, 125. Mariners, 125. Cardinals, 295. Rays, 125. Rangers, 95. Blue Jays, 200. And it's kind of been stuck at about the 12 or 13 team mark for a while. Once we get a few more of those moving, I think that we got a good shot at getting that rolling on through pretty quick, because there's just a lot of stuff in there, a lot of cool stuff. So here we go. We got two really thick hits here. Got to get up, got to get down with the thickness. So let's see what we have coming out next. I must say I'm a big fan of one of these hits, very much so. Javier Baez, although it's not going to come out for the team I would have thought. Acuna Jr. Well, you started off with the Trout, Chad. I mean, it's just a start, right? Vlad Jr. as an Expo there, which of course we know the Expos go to the Nationals because that's how their team history is. Chris Bryant, Javier Baez, and Ryan Sandberg on the back. So we have a cut signature relic auto. So there's a small piece of a bat and a cut signature from a check. There's Lindor, there's Seaver again, of a mega cool Hall of Famer. There's Jose Reyes, George Brett. He is deceased. He didn't pass away too long ago. In the last couple years ago, I believe. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. So I told you about the different levels of the artist proofs. Well, this one is a masterpiece. And if you look real close, look by his leg, that is a 1 of 1. So the Reds, Joey Votto, masterpiece. 1 of 1. Juan Soto, Bueller. Got some cool stuff. We haven't even seen the hits yet. There's Clayton Kershaw with a border. And Mo Rivera, portraits. We've already seen a Honus Wagner relic card. Gleyber Torres, Tony Gwynn. We've already seen an Acuna autograph. What else is left for tonight? I think I should have saved the Diamond King boxes for the end. Sheesh. Chance Adams rookie, artist proof. Got Snell and David Price. Pee Wee Reese, Justin Verlander. Diamond Cuts, numbered 6 out of 10. Montreal. So this goes to the Nationals, which were literally the last team taken. All right, Nationals and A's were grabbed at the very end. Gary Carter, cut signature relic. So you got the little bat piece in the corner. So Gary Carter, 6 out of 10. The kid. And back when I was a kid, the guy who inspired me to be a catcher, because I was a diehard Mets fan and still am, Frank Baker. And the Astros, 8 out of 10. Framber Valdez. Framber Valdez for the Astros with a dual patch. Both 3-color patches. It was a little hard to see the white on the one, but it's there. So, Framber Valdez. I know, not as exciting as Acuna or Honus Wagner or Gary Carter. But still, it's numbered to 10, and it's a decent card. All right. How's Tier 1 going to look? That is the question now, right? Be interesting for who gets hit of the night votes. Do we have one that we haven't seen yet? That's the question. All right, let's find out. Do we got a hit of the night candidate that we just haven't gotten to? Well, we got a bonus hit in this one. 279 out of 299. When we did our case break, we did pretty good with the Royals, and Whit Merrifield has made a return. 279 out of 299. Whit Merrifield. .371 out of 375 for Milwaukee. Lorenzo Cain. We already seen a 101 in this guy. 355 out of 375 for the Reds, Joey Votto. And then 129 out of 250, Colby Allard for the Braves. All right, that's how quick these go. 1 down, 4 to go. Number 27 out of 150 for the Cardinals, Marcell Ozuna. Marcell Ozuna. 262 out of 375 for the Rockies, Trevor Story. And 274 out of 299 for the Yankees. Justice has been served. David Justice. 274 out of 299. And again, just keep in mind the Tier 1, a little more condition sensitive than in previous years. So you're going to see some little chippiness on the corners on the relic cards. And there was a couple that were pretty rough coming out. But Still plenty of good stuff in them, too. What is this? 5 hits? I've never seen 5 hits come out of one Tier 1 box before. But yet here we are. So forget about a bonus 4th hit. This one has 5. And we'll start things off as if the Braves haven't had enough. 28 out of 100. How about an Albies to go with that Acuna? It's a nice compliment. Yankees. It's like a glue mark. It's not good. 22 out of 25, Gleyber Torres. Like I said, a little condition sensitive. Looks like something got stuck in it, in that UV coating. But it's got a badass patch, so that more than makes up for it. 22 out of 25, Gleyber Torres. 251 out of 375, Rick Porcello. And how about this guy with 15 home runs already? 370 out of 375, George Springer. He is too hot for TV like Jerry Springer was, man. He's batting like, what, 330? 15 home runs? Just killing it. And then 145 out of 250 for the A's, Sean Manaea. Just 2 boxes left. These go quick. Again, the anniversary break scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Oh, this is badass, even though I don't particularly care for the player. Wow. So we got Zach Wheeler, 189 out of 240. And now it's time to squeeze some juice out of this box with 2 juiced superstars. 35 out of 175. Roger Clemens with the relic. And 3 out of 10. Alex Rodriguez with a jumbo patch right there. That's a badass card. 3 out of 10 for Aroyd. That's still a hit of the night candidate, even though I can't stand him. I'm not biased. Roger Clemens testifying, I've never taken roids. Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick a needle in my ass. The fleshy part. All right. And the last 3 hits. 52 out of 299. Trevor Story for the Rockies. 168 out of 375. Trevor Bauer, because Cleveland rocks. And final hit. 102 out of 299 for the Mariners. Kyle Seager. So it's not Griffey, but Kyle Seager's not bad either. It's not Griffey, but Kyle Seager's not bad either. All right, so hit recap. Who is hit of the night? We had some good ones here. We had the Heliot Ramos baseball. All right. Kyle Seager to 299 for the Mariners. Trevor Bauer to 375 for the Indians. Another Trevor. This one's Story for the Rockies out of 299. Mets out of 240, Zach Wheeler. Red Sox to 175, Roger Clemens. Out of 250, Sean Manaea for the A's. And out of 375, you got George Springer for the Astros, Rick Porcello for the Red Sox. Numbered to 25, Gleyber Torres for the Yankees. It'd probably be a hit of the night candidate, but there's just a little too much stuff going on at the bottom of that card. Numbered to 100, Ozzie Albies. Numbered to 375, Rockies, Trevor Story. To 299, Yankees, David Justice. To 150, Marcelo Zuna for the Cardinals. To 250, Braves, Colby Allard. To 375, Joey Votto and Lorenzo Cain, Reds and Brewers respectively. Royals to 299, Whit Merrifield. Astros to 10, Framber Valdez. Yeah, we're going to go with the rest of these as hit of the night candidates. So first, the not hit of the night. How about a 1-of-1 masterpiece parallel, Joey Votto? Again, that's a 1-of-1, so that's going to be on the list here, right? Number to 10, Gary Carter for the Nationals. That's a cut signature and relic. Number to 10, Alex Rodriguez. I know it's not signed, but still, it's game used, and it's Mike Trout, and it's numbered to 50. So we're going to throw that in there, too. Because he could be greater than Honus Wagner one day. 3 out of 3 for the Pirates. And 1 out of 5, Ronald Acuna for the Braves. So we already got a couple votes in. We got 1 for Aroyd, 1 for Acuna. Does anybody have any requests for me as far as getting any personal boxes or anything like that? Tell you what, I'm going to do a little silent special right now for those of you who are still here. Leaf Best of Sports. We're doing those at $179 for a box. How about this? I'll do 2 boxes for $349. 2 boxes for $349. So $179 for 1 box. That's Leaf Best of Sports. Or I'll do 2 for $349. Daniel Logan's biased. So let's get these out of the way before I gotta leave. Leaf Best of Sports, I've got 4 of these left. It's $179 for 1, 2 for $349. So we got a 3-way tie for this. We got any more tie-breaking votes? What else we got? What else can I do an exclusive on? How about Contenders Football? How about I do this? I don't think you'll find this price anywhere else. $115 ripped and shipped. All right? I'm going to limit that to 3. I'll only offer 3 at that price. $115 ripped and shipped. Contenders Draft. Nothing else really within my grasp here. So if anybody's looking for anything, last call. We don't have a tie-breaking vote on Hit of the Night. I was torn between the Wagner and the cut check, so my tiebreaker wouldn't matter anyway. So last call. Otherwise, I got things to do. Got a trip to get ready for. There we go. So A-Rod wins. Aroid, 3 out of 10. It's a cool patch, though. That's a pretty badass patch. And it's a thick card in Tier 1 that's not a little rough around the edges either. So, prodigious patch. All right, so we got anything else for me? I'm going to give it another 30 seconds. Otherwise, I guess we'll sign off for tonight, and we'll see what happens with tomorrow. So last call. If I'm awake, I'll break. I'll be aiming to go to bed sooner than usual, though. So if you do need anything, let me know as soon as possible, and I can come back on. If I don't answer you back, I'm asleep. All right, so have a good night. Again, till midnight, this special is on. I'm not going to post it. So if you know somebody who's looking for these, let them know. In the next 57 minutes, this deal's over. 2 for $349. All right. So if I don't see you again, have a good night, and we'll be taking you on a ride to California with me. So if you want to see any of the details of that, tune in. All right. Have a great night, everybody.